Good morning, children. So yesterday I have explained to people the extent and magnitude of unemployment in India. Okay. Today I am going to do the consequences of unemployment. What do you mean by consequence? Consequences means if there is an unemployment, then what are the effects of unemployment? What changes occur? What problem occur? Okay. So the consequences or the result of unemployment we need to study. So because in your book it is given in a very long and lengthy. So I'll make it cut short and I'll give you the notes also. So children, write down consequences of unemployment. Unemployment. Right. Under this, first write one introduction line. The problem of unemployment has a very serious economic consequences. The problem of unemployment has a very serious economic consequences. It creates several economic and social problems in an economy. It creates several economic and social problems in an economy, which are mentioned below. Okay, right on the first point, first consequence, wastage of productive resources. Wastage of productive resources. Under this you write down. First, under this you write point wise. Okay, number 1, 2, 3. This way you write. Okay, wastage of productive. Yes, all the productive resources are waste. Because so many people who have completed their education after using so much of money, if they remain idle, a manpower, if they are sitting idle without any work, then so much of manpower are being wastage every day. So unemployment always lead to wastage of productive resources, children. Under this point, write down first point. Unemployment always leads to wastage of productive resources. Second point, idle manpower means the production and income. Idle manpower means the production and the income become low because so many manpower is unutilized. Idle manpower means the production and income become low because so many manpower is unutilized. Third point under this. Due to low production and income, the availability of goods and services to the people also become low. Next point. This also reduces the national income of the country. Is it clear? Then, last point under this. Unemployment, especially educated unemployment, means the loss of not only human labor but also of human capital. Unemployment, especially educated unemployment, is a loss of not only human labor but also human capital. Okay, so much of wastage because of the unemployment. Second point, loss of labor efficiency. Yeah, if a person will sit idle without doing any work, that person become lazy. That person will lost all his potential and efficiency, and he will forget all his work which he has learned during his technical degree which he was taking, because from many years the person remained idle, doing no work, sitting at home. So definitely unemployment always lead to the loss of the efficiency of the labor. Efficiency of the labor slowly gets totally reduced, diminished, The labor will become lazy. The labor willingness to work will go down because that labor will become habituated of sitting idle. Is it clear? That is the second consequence of unemployment. So write down loss of labor efficiency. Under this you write down point wise. Number 1, when workers are out of work for long period, when workers are out of work for long period, there is a loss of skill and work habit. There is a loss of skill and work habit. First point. Second point. Second point. The laborers may become lethargic and soon they may lose interest in work. The labor may become lethargic and they may lose interest in work. Third point, unemployment has adverse effect on the health, physique and capacity of the labor. Unemployment has adverse effect on the health, physique and capacity of a labor. Next, fourth point, unemployment may lead to economic hardship for a labor. Unemployment may lead to economic hardship for a labor because they may not get adequate food and they may become weak and lose their physical strength. Okay, then unemployment may also lead to increase in the dependent population, and it will create pressure on the working population. Full stop. So this is your second consequence and nothing is there to explain. I think you people will be able to understand point wise. Okay. Third point, adverse effect on saving. If the number of unemployed people in the country will be large, then their income will be zero, full stop, and no income means no saving, full stop. Thus, saving of the country get adversely affected. It's very much clear. If so many people are unemployed, what is their income? Zero. If income is zero, they are not able to consume anything. Will they be able to save? No. So saving will be adversely affected. Next, fourth point. Source of exploitation. Yes, unemployment is a source of exploitation. Okay, under this point you write, unemployment may lead to oppression and exploitation. Exploitation. Full stop. Unemployed people may be qualified to get a job of higher wage, but they are forced to work at a lower wage. At a lower wage. Full stop. Then employers will exploit the workers by giving them lower wages and by making them work for longer hours. Full stop. Okay, so this is the source of exploitation. Next, write down, leads to inequalities of income. That is understood. Those who are employed, they will have income. Those who are not employed, unemployed, they will have no income. Definitely it leads to what? Inequality in the distribution of income. So under this write down, leads to inequality of income, right? Unemployment is a source of income inequalities. Full stop. It always creates low level of income. Unemployed people are generally poor, and due to this poor condition, they are not able to provide good education to their children. Full stop. Hence, there is a creation of inequality of income from one generation to the another generation. Okay, next. Next point, burden on government, obviously, because government has to give unemployment allowances to these people. Is it clear? So write down next point, burden on government. Under this you write, unemployment always increases the burden on government because government has to start various programs to generate employment opportunities. Is it clear? Then next, 7th and 8th point is not needed. Next point, moral degradation. That is very important. Moral degeneration. Yes, under this you write down, moral degeneration is the most important consequence of unemployment because unemployment creates corruption, dishonesty, falsehood, gambling and crime in the society. Unemployment creates corruption, dishonesty, falsehood, gambling and crime in the society. Is it clear to all of you? Alright, then last point you have to write, that is adverse social and political effects. Yeah, what is the effect on the society? Family will always be in tension. Okay, so write down under this, unemployment causes tension in the family life. Constant hunger and scarcities disturb the family life. Unemployment may create several kinds of social issues like terrorist activities, robbery, etc. Is it clear? Then unemployment also creates several political issues in the society. Okay, so these were the consequences of unemployment, children. Okay, in my next video I'm going to explain you the causes of unemployment, why there is a problem of unemployment in India we have. That I'm going to teach you in my next video. Is it clear? So for today only this much. Thank you, children.